Àjùnilọ fẹsọ̀ ṣe ayé lè. Àjùnilọ́ra lòpò ayé gbẹgẹ o. Àjùnilọ fẹsọ̀ ṣe o ayé lè. Àjùnilọ́ra lòpò ayé gbẹgẹ o. Tó bá jẹ́wọ́ ló lò ní ẹlòmíràn bọ̀ wá lọ́la o. Tó bá jówó lógún àwọn olówó àná dà o. Ipò kíkó ta lè wà ṣèbówó Ọlọ́run ní. Àjùnilọ́ra lòpò ayé gbẹgẹ o. Àwa ò fẹ́ òjẹ̀lú mọ́ nílẹ̀ wa. Aláwa ò fẹ́ òjẹ̀lú ní ìlú wa. A ò fẹ́ òṣèlú tó mú ẹ̀tanú dání. Jàgídíjàgan pẹ̀lú ìlérí asán o. Gbogbo ẹni kò dópin. A ò fẹ́ òjẹ̀lú ní Nàìjíríà wa. Àwa ò fẹ́ òṣèlú ní Yorùbá land tó mú ẹ̀tanú dání. Jàgídíjàgan pẹ̀lú ìlérí asán o. Gbogbo ẹ̀wọ̀n yẹn ni kò dópin. Bàbá wo mo ṣe rékọ̀d dáadáa náà. Pastor gan lè jẹ́rìí sí. At least mo ṣe rékọ̀d mẹ́ta. Okay, mẹ́ta mo ṣe. Yeah. Alfa, ẹ̀yin ni mo ní bá sọ̀rọ̀ láàárọ̀. Torí mo rántí nígbà tí ọmọkùnrin tó sọ pé ẹ wá ganu síbi òkú ìyá òun. Tó lẹ wá ganu síbẹ̀. Ṣé kìí ṣe pé ẹ̀yin lẹ ṣe hàǹtú àbí jíra tẹ́ fi ṣé kìí ṣe pé ẹ wọlé álúà fún àbí? Ẹ jẹ́wọ́ lẹ́rọ̀ torí mo máa sọ fún ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ojú tó yọ bọ́jú fọ́. Yí pé ó ní nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ ṣe sí wàmwàm. Ṣé fẹ́ kó para ẹni ká má bàa rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹ̀ lẹ́nu ẹ̀yin àfá àbí? Torí pé ó sọ pé ẹ ganu síbi òkú. Ṣé ẹ ganu ni? Ṣé ẹ ganu? Àbáwo àfá mọ̀ pé mo ń tásù láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ ni òun náà mọ̀. But bàbá wo ẹja sọ̀tọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀. Ọmọkùnrin yẹn sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ó láwọn àfá wá ganu síbi òkú ìyá wọn. Ó ní ibi tó yẹ kán lọ nù wọn lọ́bẹ̀ wọ́n wá ganu síbẹ̀ yẹn. Ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà. So ọmọ kélà náà àjẹkú lónìí àbí àjẹkélà náà ọmọ kú lónìí. Tani òṣà máa ń pẹ́ àwọn àfá ọjọ́ sí àwọn ló wọlé alú àwọn fàjùlọ hàn. Ọlọ́run ló yọ ọmọkùnrin yẹn o. Pastor bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ yẹn. Pastor Ọlọ́run ló yọ ẹ̀rí fídíò yẹn ni. Wings airplane á gé orí ẹ̀ dànù ni. Ṣé sọ yìí? Àfá ní kíní kan. Ẹ má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. Ọmọ láti kan tí Festus Kiyamo ṣe lónìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Kìí ṣe pé ká ẹni kíkọ a máa wà máa lọ tó bá dẹ́rù ẹ̀wò nílùú Amẹ́ríkà níbi tí mò ń gbé tẹ́lẹ̀. Tó bá dán báwo ló tiẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ wọ támọ̀kì gan kí ló fẹ́ wá débẹ̀. Ló yẹ sọ pé orílẹ̀-èdè yẹn Constitution 1999 yẹn tí ò bá pa ìlú yẹn àfi kílù yẹn tètè yá lu Constitution yẹn pa. The mindset that we get in that country with the bigmanization or bigman syndrome. The big man syndrome. Ẹ̀rí ẹlòmíì adédé gbé mọ́tò tó bá ti gba kínní. Wọ́n ti sọ pé nǹkan lè kó gan báyìí àwọn kan òun ṣó what is it called? Plate number wọn mọ́. Bóyá ọkàn rówó kan níbi tó ti ń ṣàgbèrò. Ọkàn rówó kan owó rẹ̀ kẹ̀. Nàìjíríà mórí tó lè jí lọ́jọ́ kejì kó dẹ̀ di bílíọ̀nìà. Kó sùn kó wa gàrí sùn lánàá. Wàá dẹ̀ jí lọ́jọ́ kejì wàá dẹ̀ di bílíọ̀nìà. Nàìjíríà nìkan. O ò ní mọ ibi tí owó yẹn ti wá. Bóyá iwájú ni o, bóyá òsì ni o, bóyá ẹ̀yìn ni o, o ò ní mọ ibi tí owó yẹn ti wá. Wàá kàn lè dé ibi pé ẹni yẹn di olówó. Kò dẹ̀ ní ṣe trace ibi tó ti lówó yẹn jì. Kò ní yé èèyàn bó ti lówó yẹn. Orin ẹ máa kọrin ẹ wá sọra yín di Ọlọ́run tó síwájú tí ó fẹ́ kú ni. Àwọn olólùfẹ́ dẹ̀ sì nídìí orin tó máa ń kọ yẹn. Ìyanu Ọlọ́run ọba, ìyanu Ọlọ́run ọba, ìyanu Ọlọ́run ọba, ó dẹ̀ mú àdúgbò, ó dẹ̀ mú spice wọnú fújì, ó dẹ̀ fẹ́ para ẹ̀ sí wa lọ́rùn. Kí ni problem ẹ? Ara tá à ń sọ nìyẹn. Kẹ́ ẹ má máa ṣe àwọn àfa. Nígbà tó sọ pé wọ́n ganu lọ́jọ́ sínsìn, àwọn náà ganu sí ẹ, wọ́n wá lọ ganu síwájú plane. Ó fẹ́ kú àbí? Ìrédèrèdè ẹ pọ̀ lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta ẹ̀. Àwọn àfa ló dẹ̀ ń sàṣì ẹ. Kàn jáwọ́ lọ́rọ̀ ẹ. Ẹ̀yin àfa tẹ̀ ń sàṣì olólùfẹ́ mi àkwàm. Ẹ jáwọ́ lọ́rọ̀ ẹ. Because ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ mẹ́ta ẹ̀ tó lọ mú ìyàwó ẹ̀ tó kọ́lẹ̀. A mọ̀ pé ìyẹn òbí mọ fojú kòkòrò ló pa ó lè ní. Àyìndé àwọn obìnrin tó ń gbé jùlẹ̀ tó ní tó fi ṣe ni. Ó wá lọ dúró síwájú. Tó fẹ́ pilot yẹn ni. Ìwọ náà lọ ṣe bíi portable. Ó lọ ṣe báyìí síwájú. Àwa rèé má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mọ́ náà ẹ̀gbọ́n. Kí ló ṣe ẹ̀ náà? Ó fẹ́ para ẹ̀ sí wa lọ́rùn. À ń enjoy orin ẹ̀ náà. Méjì náà. Kó dẹ̀ lọ ṣe mẹ́dọ̀ kó lọ bẹ àwọn àfáà tó ló ganu. Àwọn ló ṣàṣẹ ẹ. Àwọn ló ṣàṣẹ. Then pilot tẹ́ lọ dá dúró tẹ́ lọ suspend license ẹ̀. Ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ṣẹ̀ di captain ní 2021. Wàsíù Àyìndé ó fẹ́ fi ti orí burúkú tiẹ̀ kó bá ọmọ ọlọ́mọ. Ẹ dá kíní oníkíní, ẹ dá license ẹ̀ padà fún o. Ẹ dá license ẹ̀ padà fún obìnrin. Ẹ dá license ẹ̀ padà fún ọlọ́mọ o. Oníbùkátà jẹ o. Ẹ dá license ọmọ ọlọ́mọ padà fún o. Irú rádaràda wo nìyẹn? Kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Tó bá fẹ́ board the airplane, o gbúdọ̀ gbé anything liquid. O lè gbé ike yẹn dání o. Glass bí o fó ike. Tó bá wá dénú airport, o wá lè rọ omi sínú ẹ̀. Kò tó bá kọjá TSA, tó bá yẹ pé nǹkan tó wà nínú ẹ̀, tó bá jẹ́ pé alcohol ní tó bá gẹ̀tẹ̀ gbàkọ̀, wọ́n ní gbàgbà náà. Tó bá jẹ́ ordinary omi, kò sí nǹkan, wọ́n á kàn wò ní wọ́n á dẹ̀ ní kó máa wọlé. Kò tó rí pé nǹkan tó gbé dání, ó ti beat gbogbo àwọn, ó ti fowó bribe àwọn TSA yẹn nìyẹn. Wọ́n ti wo olórí yẹn ṣáà, bàbá jùlọ, bàbá yè. But àwọn tó wà ní aircraft yìí wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ protect àwọn passengers tó kù sínú ẹ̀. And that is why Jami sọ pé aircraft is the safest traveling source. Tó jẹ́ pé mo bẹ ṣe ń sọ, I don't know wetin they talk am. The thing wey we do dey travel may be the safest. But these days now, see wetin dey happen. Someone come to my office yesterday, he called the rubbish me. He say, wetin dey do NIJA sef? See, they tell me say for Ghana, they demolish Nigerians' house. And this one dey happen again. You can't disgrace us because of this big man syndrome. Wetin dey happen to una sef? Make una take am easy. For the fact that you know Egbon mi Odito your body before, does that give you a license to go and rubbish us internationally? Does that give you a license to commit suicide? That woman wey dey drive plane, he no see you under. You be like Keshinshin. He no see you now. Gbogbo táyà aircraft ó ju gbogbo mọ́tò ó ju mọ́tò lọ. Àwọn àṣàṣì kíní tó mú ẹ yìí ó lágbára gan. Àfà ẹ̀yin ni mo bẹ̀ o, ẹ dáríjì ẹ̀gbọ́n yìí o, ẹ dáríjì kwan wá o, à ń gbádùn ẹ o. Torí tó ń ṣe lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta ò tiẹ̀ bọ́ sí rárá, ó kàn ń ṣe dáradára ránganrangan. Ẹ dáríjì náà. Téèyàn ó bá tiẹ̀ fẹ́ kú, ṣebí àti ẹ̀ jẹ́ pé pléènì já lókè kò ní dákú. Ó wá jẹ́ pé apá pléènì tó gé orí ẹ̀ dànù. Tí ó ṣe ògùn lákàáyé ọ̀ṣìmọ̀lẹ̀ ni. Tẹ̀ easy náà, kí ni problem ẹ̀? All this owó owó tí Nàìjíríà ní tí kò tó. Ẹ wo Dangote nílùú yẹn, the richest man in Africa. Ṣé ẹ lè rí Dangote kó máa ṣe gèrè yìí ni? Then if you want to do that, go and buy your own jet. Tó bá fẹ́ gbé anything wọnú, go and buy your jet. That's it. Ẹ̀gbọ́n dẹ̀ wá bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ̀gbọ́n ló ń pè lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn, president odidi ìlú lọ pé o ṣe oyè kéré kan o. president ẹ wá ń record yẹ ṣe fẹ́ sọ ìlú ìdí ìlú àwọn àwọn àgbà yahoo ni àbí kí lẹ fẹ́ sọ ìlú ìjàmbá ìdúró lọ ìta ń fọ̀ nílẹ̀ òtí àti kò lórí ìwọ ẹrú kọ àwọn àmì yẹn tó yẹ kó lọ bá olódò dẹ kó sọ fún pé ẹ̀sà ilé ìjẹ̀wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká change constitution ẹ̀ once and for all ká padà sí religion orí yẹn sọ ó wá lọ ń ganu síwájú aeroplane ṣé ẹ̀yin yóò bá wọn yìí ẹ̀yin yóò bá wọn nígbà tí Tinubu bá kó ń bẹ̀ tán kọ́ báyìí kí lè wá fẹ́ ṣe ẹ̀yin yóò bá wọn nírònú o ẹni rònú rárá lọ ń ganu síwájú plane rárá òṣìwò lélẹ̀ gan pàápàá kan disgrace lè ń sọtẹ yẹn sọtẹ sí yànyàmàyàmà kàkàkiri take it easy now what's your problem.
I think it was shocking yesterday that we had the news that King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal Anifuoshe, popularly known as Kwam1, found himself in a situation whereby he had to be engaging the flight authorities with regard to the fact that he was carrying a plastic container, which they said was containing liquid above the limit. The nature of that liquid, even Keyamo, the Minister of Aviation himself, says it doesn't matter. But rules are rules. Now, he refused to drop that flask. He insisted on carrying it onto the flight. That led into an altercation with the pilot, the captain of the flight, who said that flask must be dropped. He refused. The pilot insisted on his being ejected from the flight, upon which he decided to go and stand in front of the aircraft to say that the aircraft would not move. And the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development has provided video evidence to that effect, that he was trying to obstruct the flight. What Festus Keyamo, the minister, described as a hostage situation. So, one, according to aviation rules, safety is important. No person who is flying has the right to jeopardize the interest, the safety, the security of the aircraft itself, and also of all passengers and crew members on board. Two, the minister went a step further to say, however, if the passenger misbehaves in this manner, the pilot also should not have said, oh, I will run the flight, and then you have a passenger running and blocking up and down. And that in itself is something that is totally unacceptable, as Festus Keyamo put it. So this is the background. Now, how was the matter treated? The pilot was now placed on suspension. Our license was suspended. And then Keyamo came in after reviewing the evidence provided by the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority and said, no, both parties are wrong. Captain Oluranti Ogoyi has no right to say she will fly while there was a passenger standing in front trying to hold the flight to stage, and in fact, by extension, trying to commit suicide. And that the other party should also be punished. And it is on the basis of that that the minister directed that Kwam1 should be placed on a no-flight suspension for 6 months. So, having established the background and the facts of the case, my opinion is that the minister acted well by preventing a situation whereby the big man syndrome prevailed, because it was the pilot that was first sanctioned, saying we are suspending your license. The minister now said, no, the passenger also behaved very badly. You know, in this country, we have what is called the big man syndrome. If you are a big man, you can get away with anything.
Exactly.
The same Kwam1, who was fighting at the airport, would not have done that in the US. He would not have done it in the UK. In fact, he would have been arrested on the spot and thrown into detention for sabotaging and posing a threat to the lives of other passengers and for blocking aviation operations. So Nigerians first have to learn the lesson about big manism. Value Jet is owned by an Ijebu man. Now, Kwamwan is the Olori Omoba Akile Ijebu, you know, a very prominent Ijebu chieftain. He should realize that the Ijebu kingdom does not exist, does not extend to the Murtala Mohammed Airport. No, that's an empirical fact.
Oh, no, I take exception.
No, it's an empirical fact. It does not extend. This is federal government territory. You don't go there and overrule federal authority because you are a chieftain of a kingdom within the sovereignty of Nigeria. The third point is that some people have also read, gender relations into it. Ekwama saying, I'm a big man, who the hell are you? Pilot. But you see, that's the space of the pilot. And that's why I think that Rontilicious, as she's otherwise called, should also be protected. She's a pilot. She has a right to say, I don't want to carry this passenger. I think that's part of our ICAO rules. So it's Kwaman trying to overrule ICAO regulations. But what is important at the end of the day is that, the Ministry of Aviation, NCAA, they said they are going to investigate, and investigations are ongoing. And whatever they come out with, there's nobody that is above the laws of Nigeria. Whether you are a bosom friend of the president or the Olori Omo Akile Ijebu or whatever, that's irrelevant. When it comes to aviation, where security is very important. And I think that people should speak of for Mrs. Olunoti Ogoyi, who became a full captain in 2021 and who has had experience in this regard. Her husband is even also a pilot. So all the investigations, you look at the circumstances that prevailed. But I know that in Nigeria, they try to bury things. So Keyamo has shown courage. He must not chicken out, even if he receives pressure from the villa. What is that other matter about Tinubu? I think it was shocking, yes?
So, kìlọ̀ fún Alfa ẹ̀dẹ̀ jáwọ́ lọ́rọ̀ kan wá láti ìgbà tó ti sọ pé ẹ ganu síbi òkú ìyá ẹ̀ àtìgbà ẹni wàhálà àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ dáríjì Alfa àṣẹ gbọ́ ẹ gbọ́ àbẹ́ dáhùn mo mọ̀ ẹ̀pẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ báwo ni kẹ́ dáhùn ẹgbẹ́ mẹ́ dáhùn ẹ dárí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ẹ̀ jì ẹ jẹ́ ká tán ọ̀rọ̀ wàhálà tó wà Nàìjíríà ó ń bleed lọ́wọ́ àwọn olóṣèlú yìí tán rò pé wọ́n á di 2027 tọ́lọ́run dẹ̀ jù wọ́n lọ.
The reason they get away with everything is because Nigerians have become too passive. Mm-hmm. We just accept it and say, leave it to God. Mm-hmm. No God is coming to save Nigeria. We Nigerians must save ourselves. That's the cold truth. Imagine Abuja minister saying openly, heaven will not fall while brutalizing the people. Mm-hmm. That's not governance, man. That's mockery of us all. Mm-hmm. I always like to mention the Edo State election because that was robbery in broad daylight. And guess what? Mm-hmm. The shameless Oba gave it his blessing. And Oba is supposed to protect the people, not sell them to politicians like meat in the market. When you bless rigging, you disgrace your ancestors. Full stop. Exactly. See this moment they forced on Edo people. That's not a governor for night. That's their houseboy. Rigged in broad daylight, and the Oba clapped for it. They installed him to open the treasury like a piggy bank, and he's doing just that. If this is leadership, then goats should run for office too. This coalition isn't winning anything. Not with criminals at INEC and Supreme Court. You really think they'll let you win? This is not politics. This is war without bullets. And the enemy is not far. It's INEC. It's the courts. It's the criminals in Agbada. Until we face this, we're wasting time. Elections here are just theater. Rigged from top to bottom. We need a peaceful but powerful revolution like Martin Luther did. Nothing else will change this country. Revolution starts when we stop pretending this system works. Stop voting for thieves. Stop obeying silence. No guns, no work, no compliance, just total shutdown. Until this corrupt government falls. We decide how Nigeria is run, not them. This is not a protest. This is a total reset. And we say goodbye to the criminals in Agbada and the Nigeria they rigged.
True of us.